It took a considerable amount of time and effort to get him dressed safely. Naturally, breakfast was also eaten in a sticky mess. By the time they hurried off to morning class, their sleeves were brushing against each other and their pant legs were tangled. Any fluttering part of their robes was tripping them up as they leaned on each other. The young students' gazes uniformly turned towards them. In their memory, this was the first time Lan Wangji had been late for a morning class. Seeing the two of them sticking together like Siamese twins, Lan Qiren's eyebrows furrowed tightly. His gaze fell on a patch of Wei Wuxian's skin exposed above his collar, and his face darkened further. Following his gaze, Wei Wuxian explained confidently, "Teacher, there was a big mosquito in our room. It bit me from last night until this morning. It was really fierce. It seemed he couldn't think, see, or..." Lan Wangji's face turned pale with embarrassment, and he quickly lowered his head. Lan Qiren was frozen in place, giving Lan Wangji a puzzled look. His face turned red, and then black, swollen with anger. Pointing at Wei Wuxian, he couldn't utter a word for a long time. In the end, he was too angry to remember to punish them and waved his sleeve furiously, exclaiming, "Class begins!" Wei Wuxian didn't understand why he always provoked Lan Wangji. After numerous meaningful glances from Lan Qiren during the morning class, Lan Wangji kept a full arm's length away from Wei Wuxian the whole day. Every time Wei Wuxian tried to hold his hand, he stubbornly avoided it. Wei Wuxian didn't know how incorrigible he was, nor how unruly his gaze was. He only knew that when his eyes met Lan Wangji's, there was a momentary whirlpool-like intensity, and when he smiled softly, Lan Wangji would look at him with eyes that pricked like needles. Yet, a moment later he would look back, expression calm, like ice and frost. But when Wei Wuxian playfully winked his left eye, Lan Wangji would freeze in place, then angrily flick his sleeve and refuse to talk to him. That's when Wei Wuxian's mischief knew no bounds. Taking advantage of the situation, Wei Wuxian dragged Lan Wangji to a secluded spot and began kissing him wildly. "Wei Ying!" Lan Wangji's hair was disheveled by his kisses, and his ears turned bright red. He stiffly pushed Wei Wuxian away, his face showing a rare hint of embarrassment. "Not here. Wait until we return to the room." Wei Wuxian, with his carefree attitude, retorted, "Why? We are couples. Why can't I kiss you?" Lan Wangji, trying to steady his breath, replied, "It's improper here." Wei Wuxian was unreasonable. "I don't care. I want to kiss you right now." Lan Qiren's earlier rebuke during the morning class, though, left the great principles of propriety, justice, integrity, and shame unsaid out of anger, making Wei Wuxian imagined it vividly and felt an opposite effect, making his heart restless. He found himself addicted, not only wanting to kiss Lan Wangji anytime and anywhere, but also sighing deeply. What's the point of life if you can't enjoy your loved one openly? Besides, last night, Lan Wangji clearly took the initiative. How could he, while the next day, act all high and mighty, refusing even a touch? How was that fair? Lan Wangji couldn't understand why Wei Wuxian defied decorum and challenged family rules publicly. After several unsuccessful attempts to stop him, Lan Wangji got angry too. Wei Wuxian provocatively suggested, "Let's have a fight. If you win, I'll behave and not move. If I win, you'll let me kiss you. How about it?" Lan Wangji initially didn't want to engage, but Wei Wuxian's relentless glances and persistent eyes left him no choice. He took Wei Wuxian to a secluded place. Wei Wuxian thought he was about to fight. He rolled up his sleeves, ready to start, but Lan Wangji calmly said, "No fighting in Yunshan." Wei Wuxian retorted, "No fighting? Back then, when we dated at night, you didn't say that." Lan Wangji was taken aback, showing a rare hint of awkwardness. It wasn't dating? Seeing Lan Wangji stutter, Wei Wuxian felt amused and teased. Okay, not dating. It's law enforcement. Second young master Lan, so lawful and just, never crossing the line. Unable to argue, Lan Wangji decided to leave, but Wei Wuxian grabbed the end of his forehead ribbon, pulling him back. Lan Wangji was a bit angry. "Don't pull the forehead ribbon." All right, I won't pull it." Wei Wuxian adjusted the forehead ribbon for him. Lan Wangji sighed, seeming to give up, closed his eyes, and let Wei Wuxian be. Suddenly, a kiss landed on his lips. Startled, Lan Wangji opened his eyes to see Wei Wuxian with a triumphant smile. In their scuffle, they ended up on the ground. As they rolled around, Wei Wuxian instinctively wrapped around Lan Wangji's waist. Lan Wangji, in turn, subconsciously restrained his hand. And so they ended up in a rather indescribable position. For some reason, their bodies drew closer. So close that it seemed they could hear each other's heartbeat.
Dear friends, thank you for your love for Way of Couple. Due to YouTube's content restrictions, we had to edit out certain scenes. So we decided to offer the full, uncut version of the video through a separate link. If you wish to experience the full, unedited storyline, please click the link below. There, you can enjoy a more detailed scenes of Everyday Means Everyday. Feel easy to click the link to watch the full uncut version. It's free. We strive to bring you wonderful stories. Enjoy watching.